Hello, this is the tradesight stocks and futures market preview and U.S. domestic economic data roadmap for the week beginning Monday, the 25th of November, ending on Friday, the 29th. That'll be the end of the month for November for this 2013 year. This is a holiday shortened week with the Thanksgiving holiday, busiest travel day of the year coming up, and a lot of people take a very long holiday, 5 days off here essentially. So it's going to be very limited. What we're going to do here this week is Monday and Tuesday could be somewhat normal, although I feel like this last week we already felt a little slowdown versus what I was expecting. So I wouldn't expect Monday and Tuesday to be knock your socks off in terms of movement and trading activity. But hopefully there'll be the better opportunities for the week. People start to leave by Wednesday, so after the first hour or so Wednesday morning, floor turns into a ghost town. And then Thursday, the markets are closed for the Thanksgiving holiday. Friday, they reopen only because of the U.S. rule about the stock market not being closed more than 3 days in a row, including weekends. Open for a half day Friday morning. Traditionally, nothing happens. There's almost no volume traded, but it is an up morning. A lot of people make money trading, just buying some calls on the indices of the markets Wednesday with the idea of selling them Friday morning. So we'll be doing regular picks Monday and Tuesday. Probably nothing for the report, but we'll still be trading in the lab Wednesday morning. And then Friday's half day is maybe some of us will show up and just see if we find something. So let's get to the market analysis. Here's a look at the S&P. We did get a 13 sell signal out of the seeker there a while back, and here's the risk line already being broken. You know what that means. Keep in mind we're at a point of the year where stocks that are at highs for the year and are up significantly, people don't want to sell them because they don't want to lock in the tax gain, pay the taxes. If they sell them after January 1st, then they can pay those taxes, in this case in 2015, or they can have some losses occur over the course of next year to offset them. So a lot of stocks that are up for the year will keep moving up. In this case, the market's up for the year. So this is not a time of year where the market tends to sell over and roll off, roll over and sell off. So I wouldn't be looking too hard for the short side of the market, no matter what kind of signals you get. But at any rate, this is the S&P daily chart, and let me just go ahead and remove the Comer since mostly that's not something we look at on the daily perspective. So the seeker's still now 11 bars up if you can count Friday's trade. There's the 11 right there. Let's look at the NDX. This is the NASDAQ 100, and again, this really hasn't moved a ton over the last month or so. Very contained compared to some of the action that we're used to seeing there. SOX can't quite make new highs yet, still operating under that risk line, the pink line from that last 13 sell signal. Biotech's had a big day today, gapping up on some news and making new highs there. This is 9 bars up today on the biotech index. Let's look at some of our majors. Here's Google, still staging near all-time highs and up near 1,040. Here's Apple, still staging. Again, I said the NASDAQ's been pretty flat the last month. You look at these stocks, they haven't done a lot. Probably hard for some of them to roll over at this point. Amazon new highs for a close. Like I said, nobody wants to sell these things when they're up double for the year and lock in those tax gains. So there's no selling pressure. Here's Netflix, another one in a similar boat. Tesla, on the other hand, still up a lot for the year, and I'd be surprised to see it break down too sharply, but it has been a week since the news of the earnings a couple of weeks ago. So let's take a quick look also at, well, let's start by looking at the NASDAQ 100 intra-week. This is the NQs, the futures, just so you can see the type of action that we saw this week overall. This is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, and a little bit of last Friday. And we did have a 13 on the 10-minute chart, a 13 Comer sell signal right out of the gate, and then that plunged us. So Monday, we had that sharp drop. We had a really nice trading day, actually, on Monday. I was pretty fond of that one. Tuesday, a little bit back and forth, a little wishy-washy. Wednesday, a little bit of the same until the Fed meetings notes came out from the last Fed meeting, and then we plunged. Thursday, we gapped up and left that gap behind. Friday, we gapped up and left that gap behind. End up closing basically up a point for the entire week on the NASDAQ futures. Here's a look at the S&P E-mini futures. Closed up about 8 points for the week. And again, same sort of scenario. Monday was good. Tuesday was boring. Wednesday is flat until the Fed minutes came out. And then we've left a gap behind there. We did open flat Friday, so no gap, and kind of drifted higher. But the volume on Friday was poor. Actually, last couple of days of the week, only about 1.6. We were starting to see 2 billion share days on the NASDAQ side for a while there. Here's a quick look also. Crude oil, $94, just under that 95. Almost got a 13 buy signal on the seeker. there. So let's look at the economic data due out this week. Monday, pending home sales, not a big deal. Tuesday, housing starts and building permits for both September and October. I believe this is the last number that got delayed when the government was shut down. That's why we're getting two of them in a row. So that should wrap that up. Also, Case-Shiller 20-City Index, the FHFA Housing Price Index, and then 30 minutes in, consumer confidence, which can move the market. And then Wednesday, again, getting everything done because of the holiday Thursday and basically the holiday Friday, the half day that nobody trades, that any other country in the world would just take off. MBA Mortgage Index, initial and continuing jobless claims, durable orders, Chicago PMI, Michigan sentiment final for November, leading indicators, crude oil inventories, natty gas. And on top of it, sometimes, sometimes Thanksgiving can be like the 23rd, the 24th, the 25th. And so you still have almost, 3 or 4 days of the next week. But this year, it's right up about as late as it can be. And so Friday is the last day of the month, Saturday being November 30th, Sunday being December 1st. We're already entering the last month of the year. So there's not going to be, that'll be your window dressing essentially on the last day on Friday as well. So again, Monday and Tuesday are the big opportunities. Wednesday is going to be a waste. Friday is, most people don't even show up. So that's it. We'll be trading it from the lab. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal 11. We hope you have a great Thanksgiving and a great start to your holidays.